How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words.
Hey folks, this is Chris in central Pennsylvania. Absolutely gorgeous fall weather. Kind of an Indian summer. Temperature risen back up about 80 degrees today. Stunning shorts weather. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. What the heck is wrong with people? The bat crap, bonkers, crazy behavior of people around the country right now. People making videos. First off, who would record themselves screaming into their camera and then post it online? They're angry about Donald Trump ruining their relationship with their father. What kind of demented moron does that, or is it simply staged?
I hate you, you fucking orange pumpkin. You just costed me one of the most important people in my life.
You've probably seen these videos on Twitter. They're all over the place. Some wackadoodle in Arizona, her license plate, revealed for the world to see, tries to rip a flag off the back of a gentleman's pickup truck.
This is fucking disrespectful.
Look what she's doing. She's on my property, taking my flag.
I'm not.
This is my truck. Get away from my truck.
And calls them all kinds of names. And then we see this bizarre situation in South Carolina where a strange situation. Gentleman wore a MAGA hat or a Trump hat into a polling station. I don't know the law in South Carolina, and I'm not going to pretend to know the law, but it's normal that you can wear that material. In Pennsylvania, you can wear, campaign material. You just can't campaign for people. You can stand there in line with a hat on or a t-shirt on, but you can't be a campaign worker and you can't be a poll worker with that material. But a person voting can stand in line and have that stuff as long as they're not trying to encourage other people to vote for one person or another or campaign. It's perfectly legal in Pennsylvania. I don't know about South Carolina, but they got obstinate with him. And so he used profanity. He called the lady a biatch, and that was inappropriate and rude and kind of caddish. And they tossed his hat aside, and they got all nasty. And then one of the poll workers punches a guy. She sucker punches from the side. What is wrong with people?
Wow, God. Oh.
What is wrong with it? This is all a creation of low education standards in this country. And in addition to that, it's also the media hyping this nonsense up about lies. First off, let's cover something very quickly, which I've told my audience about repeatedly. Donald Trump cannot ban abortion.
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here.
It's not even remotely possible. Number one, he doesn't have the authority to do it. He's the chief executive. He signs executive orders which apply to the executive branch. If he tries to sign an executive order banning abortion, that'll go to the courts and immediately be, first off, there'll be an injunction to stop it, and then it'll be overturned because it's not legal. If the Congress, even if it's a Republican House and Senate, sends a bill to the president signed to ban abortion nationwide, he cannot do it. The only authority the president has over abortion is in the executive branch. In other words, at VA hospitals, at military bases, and government facilities. Cannot do it. That's the only place he has authority if he wants to exercise it. So stop the hysteria. Women's rights. It's not your right. It's to be decided correctly according to the 10th Amendment to the Constitution, which reserves those powers to the states and or the people respectively, with a referendum if you want to hold it in Iowa or wherever. The state legislatures decide what the abortion laws are in the 50 states and the territories. It's as simple as that. Donald Trump doesn't decide. And by the same token, if you're going to vote for Kamala Harris because, well, she's going to protect women's rights, how? How is she going to protect women's rights? She cannot sign an executive order protecting the privilege of abortion. She can't do that. That'll be overturned too. People need to become more rational. This is absolutely bat crap crazy what's going on in this country. I don't understand the nonsense in people's heads. Calm down, take a breath. This demented attitude about Donald Trump is shocking. Frankly, given the ineptitude, the incompetence, the lack of qualifications, the lack of policy positions, and the few policy positions she has, she either plagiarized from Donald Trump, like no taxes on tips, or her policies would destroy the economy. $25,000 credit given to people who are first-time home buyers. Why? Did you buy your home and somebody gave you $25,000 credit from other taxpayers? We have to finance other people? We're paying the taxes. And her unconstitutional gift to black men, to pander to black men for votes. Well, we'll give you a $1 million loan, but it doesn't have to be paid back. That's a grant based on ethnicity or skin color. That's unconstitutional. That does not allow for equal protection under the law, which is the 14th Amendment. Utter nonsense, folks. Utter nonsense. This is insanity beyond belief. It's just crazy, folks. Just absolutely crazy. I mean, what do you say about this? She has no qualifications. She can't hold a conversation. Every answer to every question is, but Donald Trump's been running, but Donald Trump. How about what you have to say, Kamala? She has no qualifications. She has no policy that makes any sense. Why anybody would be voting for her is beyond belief. It's simply this demented, fomented, artificial hatred of Donald Trump. What exactly did Donald Trump do that it made you so angry and triggered you so much? Was it his comment that criminals are coming across the border? Well, the government has allowed 659,000 known convicted criminals in this country from abroad. So Trump wasn't wrong about that. Was it his stance on countries that don't adhere to the international standard for passports? Well, when he finally implemented the recommendations the State Department made to Barack Obama by his own State Department, Trump put it in play. He was called a racist and an anti-Muslim and all this other nonsense. Well, when he did that, within 2 weeks, Nigeria, after 19 years of refusing to comply with standards, made moves to comply with the international norms for passport and for criminal database background checks. Pretty simple. Yeah, I don't know why people are so demented against Trump. The lies about him are endless. Look, I'm not a fan of Trump. He's a cad, he's a bore, he's impolite, but he is hilarious and he is effective as a leader. No doubt about it. So there you have it. People need to take a breath, calm down, and stop spazzing out over things that are just not even remotely true. 6 days left to the election. The Harris campaign has nothing except calling Trump names while saying that she's going to unify the country. And we've had enough of people dividing this country. Well, the people dividing the country are the media and the Harris campaign and the Democrats. That's who's dividing the country. Meanwhile, Republicans are inviting everybody into the tent. Gays, straights, black, white, brown, Christians, Muslims, Jews. Everybody's welcome. Make the right decision on November 5th, folks.
People are suffering. People are dying.